What up, Dokkaners? With the tech Buuhan being the next Dokkan festival coming up in the game, we now know what the theme is roughly going to be. So that means it's time to speculate on some EZAs and potentially even a super EZA. The campaign details should be revealed within 24 hours of this video. So by that point, this video will probably be irrelevant, but still, it's always fun to speculate. Besides, what else are you going to be doing between now and then while waiting for some content? So let's go ahead and jump in here. Majin Buu Saga is the category that we're going to be taking a look at. And good God, when I was going through this category, I realized just how many EZAs there are. This has got to have the highest ratio of EZAs to non-EZAs in the game. Has to be, right? It's a giant category with a ton of EZA characters. It's got to be like well over 70% or something like that. I don't know. Proton, do the math. I'm just kidding. But okay, let's go ahead and first we'll start with the EZAs, then we'll discuss the super EZA. For EZAs, I mean, it's simple. We just look at all the characters that don't have the Extreme Z Awakening marker on them, and we can deduce by timing and whatnot. So when it comes to free-to-play characters like the Pan, that's from World Tournament. That doesn't matter. Although there might be a World Tournament potentially during this celebration. Free-to-play characters, we're not going to, worry about those. The Majin Vegeta will not be getting an EZA during this celebration because he is a 200% lead. We have not had a 200% unit receive an EZA yet. That will start from the 10th anniversary. The 10th anniversary is going to be the start of a lot of new things. So until we shatter the limit during that celebration, we're not going to be doing it beforehand. So Majin Vegeta is ruled out. Plus, this guy is probably slated to receive his EZA during Saiyan Day 2025, when the Tech LRUI Goku is likely to return. So he's out. This unit I suppose could, but that's a little too recent, so I'm not going to even factor that in. Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Kid Buu would definitely be one candidate. You could throw in Goten. I was going to say that sub EZAs are probably not going to be on the list because of this image right here, where we have the ID listings. But recently, the Bardock, Gine, and Paragus Broly EZAs, while they are sub EZAs from main characters, they got their own event. So that logic is no longer safe. Now, what I mean by that is this ID list is basically all of the different Extreme Z battle stages that are in the game. So the various IDs are respective to each event. And in this little cluster here, it is the Majin Buu Saga cluster. Gotenks, Goku Vegeta Angel, Majin Buu Gotenks, Majin Buu Good Evil, Gohan Teen, all from the Majin Buu Saga. But 143 is missing, which means one more Extreme Z battle event is slated to release in that little cluster, which is Majin Buu Saga. What could that be? It could be a sequence of sub EZAs. So it could be like Goten, West Kai, Kibito Kai, Bukalo, Tien, something like that. Or it could be Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals would mean Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I think we can all agree that would be an awesome pairing for us to get an EZA for. In terms of leader skills, these don't necessarily adhere to Bootanks or Buuhan at all. Yeah, actually, wait. This guy fits Transformation Boost, but not Uncontrollable Power, and obviously not Artificial Life Forms. So in terms of category, it's not going to work, but the theme is what we're talking about. That's why I said theme. In terms of 200% leads, though, I think Bukalo is probably the only character among all of the potential EZA candidates that would fit the 200%. So if we're going to go by that, then he's probably the best candidate to get it. Oh, yeah. But I don't know if that's enough. And again, if it's just one character, I don't know if they would do an event just for one character. I don't know if they're going to give one sub EZA his own event. At least for Bardock Gine and Paragus Broly, it was like dual Saiyans, together for an anniversary. That's a different story. But for this, I don't think one banner unit is going to get his own separate event. Because he awakens from the same metals that turn the TUR physical Bootanks into the LR, he would just fall under that. Unless they were to do like Bukalo and Tien, Bukalo, Tien, and these guys, something like that. And then, of course, like these two, like I mentioned before, Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. I want these guys to EZA because I would like more Buu EZAs. But the thing is, like, if we're going to give them the EZA, then these guys should already have it. These guys are much more deserving. Plus, Super Saiyan 2 leader skill. This would be a nice upgrade for that. Also, Otherworld Warriors is just a trash heap. That category sucks. This guy getting a decent leader skill will definitely help in terms of people running that as a potential friend lead, which will open the door for some Otherworld Warrior based missions. I know that some people have struggled in the past on certain missions, be they very limited for Otherworld Warriors. So this would, I think we can all agree this is probably the best one. Deborah could go in there. You know, if we were to get some free-to-play EZAs, I'd actually be cool with that too. Like, these are the Battlefield characters. We are getting a new Clash. I think it's about time we start getting some TUR EZAs from Battlefield. Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, that would be cool. Along with these guys, throw these in there as well. So I think, yeah, my final answer is going to be Destined Rivals. And I'm going to go ahead and throw these in there as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys think the EZAs are potentially going to be. Do keep this in mind. One event is inbound at least. Maybe there's more, but I'm kind of basing it off of this. Now let's discuss super EZAs. So what I've done is I have compiled a list courtesy of Proton helping me out in terms of getting the ordering. But so far we have had 8 super EZAs in the game. And I didn't realize this, but they've all been in pretty decent sequence. March to April, May, June. We didn't get anything in July or August, but then September, October, we got 2 in October. These 2 were then like 3 days of each other, and then we got 1 in November. So we have been on a roll in terms of super EZAs. Not a single one has missed. So we are going to be receiving another awesome super EZA in the month of December. Who is that going to be? So this is where we go back in and we take a look at our list of candidates. Now here, we're going to be looking for older characters because notice here, their EZA leader skills range from 70% to 100% to 50. Goku Black was 120? Wow. 70%, 70, 90. The reason why these are white is because these are all type leads. And this one's super class. And then 90%. So as far as the 120% going to 130, those EZAs, the mono type leads, I don't think those guys are going to be getting EZAs during this celebration because of the same reason that I mentioned before. The 200% leads are not going to be receiving EZAs. Why is Majin Vegeta not receiving an EZA? Because he would be the first of a new breed of EZA, which is not going to be introduced until the 10th anniversary. Likewise, I don't imagine the monotype 120% leads could be receiving their super EZAs so soon, which kind of disqualifies this guy, which was one of my candidates because I think that this guy would be an awesome EZA, super EZA. But again, too soon. There's a lot of other options here. So here is my list of... What the... No, not that one. Here is my list of characters in order of most likely to least likely. I think the most likely is going to be the Int Buuhan. Number 1, 100% lead with his EZA. He is an Int character. If you notice in the list here, we don't have a single Int super EZA. We have 3 techs. We have 3 physicals. We have 1 STR and 1 AGL. Color balance. I don't know if that really factors in, but it, you know, I just, look, I need purple. All right, give me purple. So Int Buuhan, because he's purple, because he's long overdue, he has a 100% leader skill. He fits in this little, you know, tier of characters. I know that this guy is a 120%, but remember, this is after his EZA. His original build was an OG 90, I think. So after his EZA, he became a 120. If anyone here was a 130, that would be one of the monotype leads, but we don't have that just yet. So Buuhan makes the most sense. Also, if you don't summon for the new Buuhan, you have a perfectly nice Buuhan at home. This would be that Buuhan, and I would love for this guy to be broken. He had a fun build when he first came out, and he got his EZA in 2019. Because he's all about getting that killing blow, getting something more off of it. So if this guy can get more of that, obviously his super attack isn't going to change, it's just his passive. That would be really, really good. And again, another major boost for Majin Buu Saga, and more importantly, another solid artificial life form big bad boss. We don't have too many of those, so that would be a much needed upgrade to the category, and more importantly, extreme class. The next candidate, the Ultimate Gohan. This is also an Int character. This is also an old school unit, 70% with his EZA. I mean, he's a great stacker, but his passive is duty. So give him a good passive, make him that much better of a stacker. That would be awesome. This guy would I was gonna say ultimately. This guy would definitely jump to the forefront in terms of like best EZAs in Majin Buu Saga if we got that. And I think the world is ready for a solid another solid Ultimate Gohan EZA, wouldn't you say? So these two, I would say number 1, number 2. This is a candidate, sure, but I don't think it's going to happen. The reason why I don't think this is going to happen is simply because a super EZA for a Vegito is a pretty busted thing to think about. Considering how ridiculous the super EZAs have been so far, if you're gonna give this guy a super EZA, he has to absolutely destroy. But the thing is, if the 10th anniversary is going to be featuring fusion characters, like while I think I want it to be Daima / Dragon Ball, I think that would be a cool twist. If it's going to be fusions, which most people are thinking, this guy receiving a super EZA during the anniversary to me makes more sense, along with the STR Gogeta. But then again, maybe not. This guy is a Majin Buu Saga character, so this guy getting a Super EZA during a Majin Buu Saga celebration would make sense, but I would just honestly like to wait. I would prefer this guy just get stronger later. That way the payoff will be better, but this guy is still a candidate. I put this guy in number 3 simply because this is not an int character. These two are, and I think we are overdue for an int EZA, Super EZA. So Super Vegito does fit. This guy released back in 2016, got his EZA in 2020. Okay. And then last, oh yeah, this is not even a candidate. Like I said, this is the 130%. It's just too soon. So, I mean, you could consider this a candidate, but it's not going to happen simply because no other character in this bracket has received a Super EZA just yet. And I don't think that this celebration is auspicious enough to warrant something like that to happen. So I would say these are my final 3. Ooh, you know what? I have a wild card. Hot take, hot take. Prepare yourselves. 3, 2, 1. What if we got an LR Super EZA again? Oh, what if we got the free-to-play Friend Summon LR Hercule and Buu, or it's just Hercule? This guy released 3 months earlier than the Prime Battle Goku's EZA. The Prime Battle Super Saiyan Goku's EZA was in December of 2020 on the global side. Oh, yeah, it was on the global side. Well, whatever. Still, it's around the same time, so it works. If the Prime Battle Super Saiyan Goku got his Super EZA, then this guy could get one too. This would definitely once again skew the typing numbers in favor of tech. But again, color balance, do they really care? I don't think anybody over there would care about something like that. That's sort of a tune thing. Also, why is this number 8? This would be number 9. So that would be actually pretty cool. And you know what? If they're gonna give us multiple Super EZAs, just give us a free-to-play and a summonable. That would actually be, that would make the celebration even better, because while some of you may have this guy already, you might also have this guy. This is one of the starting characters that a lot of new players might be looking at, because in the Zenny shop, you see these medals right there at the top. I can tell you from personal experience, when I started playing Dokkan, this was one of the main things that I was working towards, buying those stupid expensive medals every single day, which depleted my Zenny count every single day. And I had to play like 2 or 3 hours to get the Zenny back up. It was rough, but I felt like it was worth it because this was like my first reachable LR when I was starting the game. So yeah, if this guy got a Super EZA, that would be cool. If we're never going to get another friend summon character, at least make these friend summon units more relevant. So all of them getting Super EZAs would be nice. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's either going to be int, you know what, I'm just going to put both. Int Buuhan, and then let's move that over here. He's 100%, right? 100%. And he releases December 2024. So that's gonna be all purple. Beautiful. Now we got a purple in there. And then we're gonna get, ah crap, I don't want to type it all out. Friend summon Hercule Buu LR, yay. Okay, that'll happen too. This is my final answer. I'm gonna stick to it, so that probably means I'm wrong. So it'll probably end up being Ultima Gohan, but we'll see. Let's wish purple thoughts. Purple thoughts, everybody. Purple thoughts. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on what EZA makes the most sense, or set of EZAs. And for the Super EZA, which one do you think would be the best fit for this celebration? Let me know your thoughts overall. What would you say to a friend summon LR Super EZA as well, on top of everything? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned, and ours to Dokkan responsibly.